Today is Thursday, January 8th, 2026, and here is the news that you can use. This is the Exchange Daily for CIOs, CISOs, CTOs, and leaders driving IT decisions across government and enterprise. Today, we've got a concrete step toward AI agents that can securely query analytics data, a FedRAMP 20x milestone you can't afford to miss if you sell cloud to government, and a reminder that vendor roadmaps still carry real operational risk. We'll also hit a NIST crypto guidance draft that's worth your attention, a CI cost lever from GitHub Actions, and fresh CISA known exploited vulnerabilities entries you should triage today. Before we get into it, quick pause for a practical reminder. The Exchange Daily is free, and subscribing is the easiest way to get it consistently without hunting for it. If you want the deeper paid Monday briefing that turns the week's tech news into decisions, risks, and actions, subscribe to the Exchange Weekly. First up, Google Cloud is putting a sharper point on how enterprise teams wire AI agents into real analytics data without weeks of custom integration work. The company says BigQuery now has a fully managed remote model context protocol server that gives agents a secure, standardized way to analyze data, and it's in preview as of January 2026. The operational takeaway is governance, not novelty, because the docs call out fine-grained authorization, audit logging, and optional security controls that can reduce the blast radius of a bad prompt or a compromised agent. If you're building agent workflows, treat this like a platform decision and push for a reference architecture that includes IAM role boundaries, logging, and a clear policy for which datasets agents may touch. Turning to federal cloud operations, FedRAMP 20x Phase 2 is now a calendar-driven program you can plan around, and the dates are spelled out on the official Phase 2 page. FedRAMP lists the Cohort 2 application period as January 5th through January 9th, 2026, with up to 7 cloud services selected. And it also posts the broader Phase 2 milestones through the end of March 2026. The big implication is that 20x is still a pilot with limited participation, so providers and agencies need to treat it as a competitive pipeline event, not an open door. If you're a federal buyer or a cloud provider, align your internal readiness work to these windows, and don't wait until package deadlines to discover you're missing key evidence or partner coverage. Now to AI platform risk management. OpenAI's deprecations page has a specific date that engineering leaders should have on their migration plan. OpenAI lists the real-time API beta as being removed on February 27, 2026, which means any production dependency needs a controlled transition plan well before that date. This is a reminder that the fastest-moving AI features often come with the shortest runway, and that's a governance problem as much as a technical one. If you own an AI platform, require every product team to document which endpoints and SDK features they depend on, and schedule proactive deprecation reviews so you don't find out at the worst possible time. Staying with governance, but shifting to cryptography, NIST has opened the initial public draft of Special Publication 857 Part 1 Revision 6 for public comment through February 5, 2026. This matters because key management guidance drives policy, procurement language, and the crypto agility roadmaps that will define how painful the post-quantum transition becomes. NIST also highlights that the draft reflects modern algorithm updates, which is exactly where your compliance and engineering worlds collide. If you're a CISO or run PKI, treat the comment window as a chance to surface real-world constraints and use it internally to start mapping which systems, certificates, and dependencies will be hardest to modernize. On the developer productivity front, GitHub says it has reduced prices for GitHub Actions hosted runners, effective January 1, 2026. For execs, this is less about a discount and more about leverage, because pricing changes are a rare opportunity to reset internal chargeback models, reduce shadow CI pipelines, and standardize on a smaller set of runner configurations. It also has a FinOps angle, since lower unit costs can hide growing consumption if you don't pair it with guardrails and visibility. If you run DevOps or platform engineering, re-benchmark your heaviest workflows. Evaluate whether more jobs should shift to hosted runners, and refresh budgets and alerting so cost predictability improves instead of drifting. Finally, CISA's Known Exploited Vulnerabilities Catalog is your daily reality check, and the dataset shows additions dated January 7, 2026 that deserve triage. The catalog adds CVE 2009-0556 for Microsoft Office PowerPoint and CVE 2025-37164 for HPE OneView, both flagged as known exploited. The takeaway is that exploitation spans both legacy productivity software and modern infrastructure management tooling, so asset inventory and exposure mapping are still the long pole. If you own vulnerability management, confirm whether these products exist anywhere in your environment. Prioritize patching or mitigations, and make sure leadership understands that known exploited is the signal that changes the order of work. That's the exchange for today. Remember, inspect what you expect. If you are interested in how this newscast is created or want more information about how to be a part of it, contact podcasts at matorasolutions.com. That's podcasts with an S at matorasolutions.com. All original content formatting and presentation are copyright 2026 Matora Solutions LLC, all rights reserved. For more information about our work and other projects, drop us a note at info@matorasolutions.com.